In Guatemala, we saw 160 patients and fit 130 hearing aids.
The testing conditions in Guatemala were not the best.
So we didn't have soundproof booths, there was a lot of noise and activity.
We definitely persevered and got good test results even with fair to reliable testing conditions.
My favorite patient that I saw in Guatemala was this little girl. She was about 6 years old. She was throwing temper tantrums, wouldn't let us touch her ears, and it was kind of a mess. She finally let me touch her ears and fit her with the hearing aid. It gave me chills because her reaction and her smile when I turned the hearing aid on, I could tell that it's going to make a difference in her life.
So one of the patients that definitely stands out to me was a young man. I think he was 24 years old. He had a pretty profound hearing loss and didn't even have any language that he could really speak. And so it was really cool. We ended up fitting him with bilateral hearing aids. Watching him walk out of the clinic with his dad, hearing his voice for pretty much the first time clearly was a pretty cool experience.
A woman who was in her 70s, had never had hearing aids and had a history of hearing loss for her whole life. So we were able to fit her with a hearing aid for the first time. When she could finally hear her family members' voices, she immediately welled up with tears and was so happy.
Ooh, we had a lot of fun in Guatemala. One day we went ziplining up in the mountains.
Our last day when we climbed the volcano Pacaya and got to stand at the top and see basically the whole countryside, that was pretty incredible.
We had so much fun exploring the city, going to different restaurants and trying out the Guatemalan cuisine.
The highlight of my trip in Guatemala would definitely be meeting lots of other medical professionals.
Getting to meet so many great patients and people from Antigua.
Helping an underserved population like that.
Just being in clinic and seeing the joy on people's faces for giving them the gift of hearing.